Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Denver, Colorado. Today, we are still back out east. We are still talking about Sky Ranch. What a great spot. But today, we're going to talk about how much it costs to purchase a home here. Go over some of those details. Let's roll.
Let's check it out. What's up, guys? We are the Mile High Property Brothers. I am Eli Schmidt. This is my business partner, Will Grimes. If it's your first time visiting the channel, we talk about everything there is to know about moving to or living in the Denver, Colorado area, and we drop a new video every Tuesday and Thursday morning, so make sure to hit that subscribe button below along with that notification bell so you don't miss a single one.
Correct, and we are licensed brokers in the state of Colorado, which means as much as we love to make these videos, we would love more to help you with your real estate needs. So that number popping up below, we are the guys who answer the phone calls and the text messages. We are also the guys who answer the emails. So if there's anything we can do for you guys, let us know. We would love to help you. But with that being said, we're going to get right into it and talk about how much it costs to live in Sky Ranch and some details that might help you guys out. Full disclosure, since he's laughing right now, and why I was laughing is because his tripod almost blew over because of the wind, and I was holding it, but he wanted to hold my hand while I was holding it because he's trying to break my bearing on camera. So I'm just gonna call him out for it. So if you guys see us getting a little smiley wiley, you guys know what's up.
All right, guys, so diving into it. Hopefully you saw our video that released a couple days ago about where Sky Ranch is, the pros and cons of Sky Ranch. If you haven't, definitely go check that out.
Correct.
After this one.
And just to give you some context, let's just throw it out there. If you guys are looking at a map right now, which you probably are because we throw it on there, we are just southeast of Tower, and we're just off of I-70's highway. So I-70 and Tower is like the major complex you guys are gonna see out here with the Walmarts and the grocery stores and the Panda Expresses and the tire shops. Everything you're gonna need as far as like grocery and just livability is literally within 8 minutes of here. We're also just southwest of DIA, and we are right across from Gaylord Resort. So really cool little spot. Yes, a little bit further out east, about 37 minutes from the heart of downtown, so still an easy commute directly west on I-70, but really cool spot. A lot of cool equity out here. But just to give you some context there, let's get right back into just how much it does cost to be out here and what it looks like for you guys.
Thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah, that was good.
Let me hold your hand.
Good, of course. So, guys, diving into it, the name of the game out here in Sky Ranch is new builds. There are no pre-existing homes out here. This is a brand new development, and ultimately what the state and the city of Aurora is trying to do is they're creating just a whole other giant neighborhood out here to accommodate for all the growth that we've had. And one of the best things about out here is we have room to grow.
Correct, and you do have a couple of hundred homes that are already established out here. So just like for example, where we're sitting at right now is a local park inside of one of the neighborhoods in Sky Ranch. You've got some really cool just jungle gym playgrounds and some grass. So things are established. You still see some semi trucks and some construction building homes out here, absolutely, but you've got a lot that is established. And most importantly, just repeating myself from a couple of minutes ago, is you have some commercial development here already, right? Like you know, like that Walmart is gonna be a great resource for you. Some of those other grocery stores will be a great resource for you. And just north of here, you've got like Montbello, Colorado. So some of that's already been here from prior, which is great because a lot of times when you move this far out, per se, it's not that far out, but when you move this far out, where it is a little bit more unincorporated and it is brand new, you're kind of on your own when it comes to like grocery store and schools and things like that. But because we are just across from Montbello and parts of Denver, ironically, you've got some stuff that's already established that you can use in the meantime while some other grocery and some other schools and everything are getting developed too.
give you context as far as the type of homes out here. So you have pretty much all the major builders in Colorado that are all out here.
Meritage Homes.
Meritage, Lennar, Richmond, D.R. Horton, Century Homes.
D.R.
Taylor Morrison.
Yes, Taylor Morrison's a great home.
Yeah, Taylor Morrison. So all the big names are out here, guys. So you have quite a lot of options whenever you do come out here as far as, are you looking for a town home? Are you looking for a single family home? A bigger home with 3-car garage and a bigger lot?
Correct. And mainly you've got like 2-story homes out here,
Yep.
especially like specific to Sky Ranch.
Yep,
You've got
yep.
2-story homes out here, and you've got like what we would call a ranch out here. We have like a main level or like a main level and a basement,
Yep.
but no upstairs. And then you've got some that are main level, upstairs, and basements. Those are your 2-story homes, but really cool. And just to give you guys a little bit of a scope as we kind of close the gap with some of the cost of living is right in between that $400,000 to $600,000 range. Like we've seen a couple homes that were like that $605,000.
And that's finished.
That's finished, and that's a super high end up here, which is a phenomenal home for that price point. But man, the majority you're getting into those mid-4s and mid-5s, and they're great, and it's a super, super extraordinary price for Colorado.
Yeah, and to give you guys a little perspective, just so we're not clickbaiting you, the title is how much does it cost to buy a home out here? Let's go with the $500,000 average. If you have $500,000 and you're putting roughly 20% down, let's call it a 3% interest rate, add in some little bit of minor HOA fees, which they are very small out here, some taxes and property insurance, you're looking at about a $1,600 to $1,700 monthly payment. Now, of course, maybe you're not putting 10% down, maybe there's more homeowners insurance or higher taxes on the house that you get, so it might be a little more give or take.
It might adjust a couple $100, guys. We can help break that down for you specifically if you have any questions, but you can also just put your 3% down, right? And then they've also got some other programs through the government where you're putting even less than that down, right? Sometimes people have gotten money back when they've bought a home, and that hasn't happened, the last
VA
6
loans.
VA loans are great. Like, there's a lot of really cool stuff that you guys can do out here. So, hey, 20% down is great, but it's not necessarily something that you have to do. And with interest rates being as low as they are, like, you might as well borrow more money if you're going to get it next to nothing, right? So, all great things. Again, more specifically to your circumstances. If you guys have questions, ourselves, we can help. We've also got our preferred lender, Scott Lefferts, over at Synergy One, who's been doing a great job for all of you folks through YouTube. He's already helped handfuls of people come through. We've been super ecstatic with his service and his communication. So if you guys have questions, we can also introduce you to Scott. You guys can kind of get that dialed in. But just to give you guys some numbers and what to look at, 20% down, $500,000 home. Your title and your insurance right around that $1,700 range.
Yeah, and maybe you're coming. We had a lady just this weekend. She's moving here, and she was fully intending on renting for a year or two. She got out here. She started looking at rental prices, picked up the phone and called us, and she was like, hey, I've got some appointments set up. She was like, I can't even bear myself to go on these appointments. I'm looking at these other houses that are available. Is there any you guys can help me out? And boom, we got her under contract this weekend.
What a great thought. Yeah, and she comes from a real estate background as well. I think she owns a lot of properties, but it's just a great thought, guys. When you look at Colorado appreciating 16% this past year, well, what's 16% of 500,000?
A lot.
Probably worth living in, right? Because when's the last time you got a 16% raise at your job for doing no more? Just showing up to work like you already do, right? Same thing with your home, right? If you're going to rent for a year or two, please understand those homes are going to be 16%. Even if you cut that in half, even if Colorado was appreciating 8%. 8% on 500,000. That same home that you can afford at 500,000 this year will not be the same home at 500,000 next year or the year after. So you've really got to understand, like, hey, what am I buying a home for? Why would I rent? What does that look like? Let me put my business hat on, and hey, could we live out here for a year or two and enjoy that and soak up some of that equity, and then after a year or 2 or 3 years, move closer to Denver if we chose to, and we can take all of that equity from living somewhere and getting it at the right time, applying that into a new home toward Denver versus renting and just spending money, not allowing your money to make any money, right? So even if you're just needing something for your primary home, you can always transfer that equity over and just make good business decisions. So, man, definitely think that way as you guys are looking through some things and turning stones. Great area out here, maybe a little bit further than you'd like, but some really good equity opportunities.
Yeah, it is, and maybe it's not Mr. Right. Maybe it's Mr. Right now that you need. A lot of people in there.
Oh, you ever say that to me? Oh, man.
You're Mr. Right.
He only uses me for video.
No. He started off as Mr. Right now. He turned up being Mr. Right. Go figure, right?
I now pronounce you husband and husband. You may kiss the husband.
But guys, when you're coming to Colorado, it's like maybe you do really want to be close to Denver. Maybe you do want to be close to the mountains. But man, the amount of house that you could get out here and the amount of equity that you could gain from that could very well set you up very nicely to eventually get that place out near the mountains. Or you might get here and figure out, hey, this place is amazing. I don't want to leave here in 2 years.
Absolutely. And guys, when we talk about like being a little bit further out than Denver, like if you're like 36, 38 minutes from the heart of Denver.
No, I'm
just
gonna
west.
Map it right
there
now.
you go.
I'm
Just
gonna
map
it right now.
You take I-70 West and you're right in the heart of Denver. You're also super close to E-470 out here. I know that's not necessarily a cost of living per thing as far as how much it costs to buy a home out here, but man, when
29 minutes.
29 minutes from Denver, right?
Yep.
So I was within 6
With
minutes.
traffic, call it maybe 40.
There you go, right? But man, like when you're this close to E-470 and you can take I-70 West to Denver, you can also take 470 out to Boulder. Like you are literally 44 minutes from Boulder. So if you love hiking, if you love trails, man, what we're calling out east right now in Colorado, like there's still so much that's unincorporated. You're less than an hour from the mountains, from the heart of Denver, but you're getting this type of bang for buck out here. So again, like, man, when we talk about how much does it cost to buy a home out here, we also want to give you not just the numbers behind it, but just the context of like everything you're getting, and you're not as far out as you might think. There's some great opportunities here, but if you're not looking at that, you could be missing out.
Yep. That's all I got, man.
That's it. So if you guys got questions specifically as far as those things, like specifically what your insurance would cost, you know, what that 3% looks like, any of those things, we would love to introduce you guys to Scott Leffert and let him cover some of those. But man, for the most part, this is really just the meat and potatoes of what it costs to be out here. And if you guys haven't seen our cost of living in Denver, Colorado video, definitely source that one. It covers gas, it covers property taxes, it covers state taxes, it
for
covers
2021 too.
Covers grocery, it covers all that stuff, and it's for 2021. It's updated, so all of those things that are abstract and outside the cost of an actual home, it's all pretty much straight across the board for the most part when you get to like your major areas of Colorado. So if you guys haven't seen that video, please check it out. We can even put it in the link below. So if you guys just go into this link below this video, take a look at that. And again, if you guys have questions, we would love to help you. We are licensed brokers in the state of Colorado. So that number popping up below are the guys who answer the phone calls and the text messages and those emails. So whatever it may be, please reach out. We'd love to help you. But until we see you guys on the next video, we're going to get back to work. And we will see you guys soon.
See you guys.
Take care.